Good afternoon, class. In today's video, what I'd like to do is to talk about an interesting element with an interesting history, and that element is tungsten. Now, for those of you who are wondering, where do we get tungsten? Good news, we don't have to worry about English because it's not an English name. It actually comes from Swedish, which stands for heavy stone. However, there is one other part that does make this whole idea of why we name tungsten the way we do a little bit more interesting, because the atomic symbol given to it is W. W is not in anywhere a part of this element's name, so where do we even get it? It actually comes from the German word Wolfram, which means wolf's soot or wolf's cream. Don't ask me why that is the case, that's just what the Germans named it. However, there is a more interesting story of why it was named like that. Because, right, why something dealing with wolves? Well, the reason why is because in medieval Europe, people would mine tin. They really looked for tin ores, and they were looking for, that was like the most valuable thing they could find. They actually found that tungsten was a waste product. They actually hated this material because when they were looking for it and they found a tin ore, they would, whenever they tried to purify the tin out of all of that rock that they were digging up, they would always find that if there was what they called wolfram, or wolframite, it would be these little whitish colored pebbles, and anytime that they saw that, the tin ore that they would, or the amount of tin that they would get from the ore was noticeably less, as if it was devoured like a wolf, which is exactly why I tried to summarize that over here on the board. So I thought it was a nice little story to share with you to say why we even get all of this. So that concludes the story for tungsten. The reason why I only featured one today was because I have another story dealing with the last bit of our journey through the periodic table and all of its exceptions to the rules, and that one next time will be for antimony. So good luck in your studies.